So the other day, Sloppy Steve Bannon gave his speech at CPAC. And this guy, look, he's been getting on my nerves a lot lately because half the time he's on his show and he's going after Elon Musk. He called him like a parasitic illegal immigrant. And he says he's not even an American, and he's making criticisms that are correct about Elon Musk. But the thing that frustrates me is he'll say that, and then he'll immediately go on to coddle Donald Trump's nuts, even though Donald Trump has made super clear in every fight that Elon has had with the MAGA base, Trump sides with Elon. Go look at the H-1B visa fight, for example. And Steve Bannon, Sloppy Steve, always has all the smoke for Elon and literally none of the smoke for Trump. So what that tells me is, you're all talk, bro. You're all talk. You don't mean a fucking word of the shit you say when you go after Elon and you call him a threat, right? Because if you did, it would be like, all right, you know what, Don, if you're going to keep going along with this guy, fuck you too, right? But he won't do it. He won't do it. So at the end of the day, my theory has always been proven correct of there are no different factions of MAGA. In theory, there are. They're the tech bros, and they're the paleo conservatives, they're the populists, etc. But in reality, there are no multiple factions because they all melt and do what daddy wants anyway. And when I say daddy this time, I mean the daddies, Trump and Elon. So Sloppy Steve gives his CPAC address, and this is a guy who loves the limelight as much as anybody else. And so he decides, well, what if I just copy Elon Musk's trick? And I decide to give a little Roman salute, a little send my heart out to you myself. So here's what happened. Ready?
And we're not going to retreat. We're not going to surrender. We're not going to quit. Fight, fight, fight. Amen.
So now this is the fourth person who's done. You had Elon Musk do it multiple times. You had that weird like priest dude who did it. By the way, he lost his job when he did that. Steve Bannon. And there was one other Hispanic conservative who decided to do it as well. This is now a thing. It's a thing. I mean, it speaks for itself, right? This is humiliating. This is embarrassing. This is pathetic. This is you're broadcasting how much you're fascists and how much you're Nazis. There is no more plausible deniability. There is no more, I was actually just kidding. And actually, I was doing a Roman salute, or I'm autistic, or like none of that's working anymore, bitch. None of it's working. Okay, so Sloppy Steve comes out and does that. Guys, Nick Fuentes, who is like right now one of the leading neo-Nazis in this country, right? Like, this is his whole brand. I remember I covered him going on Alex Jones' show, and him and Alex Jones had a debate. Is Hitler based? Go ahead and guess which position Nick Fuentes took in that debate, right? He doesn't hide it. He loves Hitler. He's a neo-Nazi. He also was, gallivanting around with Ye as Ye was having his manic, severe bipolar, schizophrenic, pro-Nazi meltdown, like the second or third one, because he's now had a bunch of them. He was on his, when Ye was running for president, he was the one who was like with him all the time. It was Milo and Nick Fuentes who were there all the time. So this guy has all of the Nazi credentials in the world, right? He comes out, he watches CPAC, he comes out and says the following.
This was some sick shit. Bannon gets up there and says, I think Trump's going to run in 28. He goes, we want Trump. And then he throws up a straight up Roman salute. It's getting a little uncomfortable even for me. Even I'm starting to feel like that guy in the picture that wouldn't hail Hitler. It's even getting a little uncomfortable, and I'm saying that, And I was writing policy memos for Supreme Leader Kanye West.
Too Nazi for the Nazi.
I was writing policy papers based on Hitler's policies for Supreme Leader Ye. And it's getting even a little excessive for me. Bannon goes up there and he's like, Trump is our guy in 28. Person like that only comes around twice in a country's history. We want Trump. And then a straight up salute. Even me, I'm kind of looking around like, everyone see that? Is everyone rocking with this?
Let me explain to you why he's saying this. Why this is now a thing. The right and MAGA are now violating the number one unspoken rule of the internet, unwritten rule of the internet, which is you can't be cringe. That's why he's doing it. So let's be clear. The guy's still a fucking Nazi. The guy's still a card-carrying Nazi, loves Hitler, all that stuff. Horrible guy, wouldn't say a positive fucking word about him, right? But that's the thing, is that now you got plenty of people in that world who are looking around going, Honestly, this is the cringiest shit I've ever seen in my life, and I'm humiliated to be associated with it. That's the core of it. He goes on to talk about looking at Elon's appearance. He was like, look, that's embarrassing. We literally elected President Reddit. This is fucking President Reddit. Did you see? Oh my God, Elon was so humiliating. Elon goes up there and he's like, yeah, the left hates jokes. And, I say, like, legalize comedy, At one point he goes, I am become meme. Basically. What am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do with this? Like, for a while there, I think the right was riding high and they felt like, bro, we're the cool kids, bro. We're the cool kids. We managed to make tax cuts for robber barons really cool, and being corporate slaves really cool, and doing imperialism, making that really cool, bro. We made it cool. They were riding high on that for a moment, and then look, it all came fucking crashing down. It all came crashing down because the ideas are bad and wrong and stupid. And these are the fucking carnival barkers that you call your leaders? A man who looks like a walking liver spot? That's who Sloppy Steve is. There's a reason Trump called him Sloppy Steve. But then you also got Trump. Like, really? This bloated buffoon is who you follow? Elon Musk? Nobody in human history has ever wanted to be cool and accepted more than Elon Musk ever. I've never seen a single person who was more desperate for love and affection from a crowd than Elon Musk, and completely incapable of actually getting that love. Remember when he got booed at like a Dave Chappelle show, and then afterwards he was like, well, actually, it was about 90% cheers and about 10% boos, actually. Like, oh my God, it's so humiliating. Oh my God, it reminds me, it's about as humiliating as, do you remember the reason Elon Musk made likes private? Do you remember that? It was because he liked a tweet from some like OnlyFans creator, and the text on the screen with this woman's face was, milk your tiny penis, pervert. He liked that tweet, and then people were making fun of him, of course. And he's, I think it's time we make likes private. This is something that should probably be private, I would say. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Elon, you gotta go away, homie. You gotta go away. It's not like, it's just never gonna work out for you. It's just never gonna work out for you. I mean, you're at a massive disadvantage anyway, because if you're the world's richest man, of course everybody's gonna be like, fuck that guy. Right? Like, natural disadvantage, and then when you add on top of that, you have the world's worst personality. I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So, the Nazis and the fascists in MAGA have now crossed the one line, which is you just can't do it on the internet. That one line is, you can't be cringe. You just can't be cringe. And this is the cringiest shit anybody's ever seen ever in human history. And people are noticing. What can I say? Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.